Hello, Forex fans. Rob here from eXplorminate, here with eXplorminate's list of most anticipated Forex games of 2016. Now, we've narrowed it down to 5, and I think that was really difficult, especially considering how many games are coming out next year. And dear God, there are so many of them. Next year is definitely going to be the year of Forex. But let's go ahead and start with what our 5 are going to be. We're happy to debate this. We're happy to talk about it. But let's go ahead and start. So first off, we have Stars and Shadow. So this is an indie game that we've been featuring quite a bit on our site. We started featuring them early on this year. They finally came up with a release date of Q1 2016, and as a result, we're going to be watching this like a hawk. And there's so much going on here that's really good. They've got great art style, great system. It's very much like Master of Orion 2 with a little bit of Master of Orion set in there too. And it does have tactical combat, has all these good things that we're looking forward to with the great artistic style that we really appreciate. We did a Let's Play of it just a couple days ago, and I could tell just based on how far it's come that it has a lot of potential to be a great game, and it's a game that we're going to be definitely watching in 2016, especially when it's going to be a little bit overshadowed by some of the big releases that we're going to talk about here, but it's definitely well worth your time, so especially if you like tactical battles. Number 4 is Oriental Empires. Now this is a game that we haven't got enough information about, in my opinion. Now, Iceberg is working with the guys that did Armada 2526. Name's Bob Smith and a few other guys, and they're responsible for some of the Total War games and obviously Armada games. And they have a lot of great ideas. We did a podcast with them a little bit earlier this year, and some of the ideas on hand are really going to be fantastic. A lot of the battles are going to be non-tactical. You're going to be setting up ideas and strategies before you actually start battle, and then you're going to watch them. But we haven't seen any other game that's set in ancient China, especially a 4X game, so we're really excited to see how it turns out. Number 3, the Big Daddy, Master of Orion. So, of course, we're going to be watching this like a hawk. The reboot of the game that started it all, that started the whole 4X genre, and we couldn't be more excited to see its return. Now, with the reboot, there's going to be insane production values. As you can see, this is a diplomacy screen, and each of these characters talk to you with genuine voiceovers, really good voiceovers. Some people may not like some of the attitudes that they have or the particular personalities that they have, but I mean, we're looking at a major AAA 4X entry that is going to be rebooting one of the best series of all time. Hopefully it's not on our Master of Orion 3, but we have serious doubts that it will be. We're really looking forward to it. Number 2, Endless Space 2. Now, if you could imagine I can't possibly imagine a better game than combining what worked with Endless Legend and what worked with Endless Space and creating basically the best of both worlds. So they're going to take what they found really worked with Endless Legend and try to incorporate by adding some of the minor factions, some of the UI elements and stuff like that, and incorporating that into what worked with Endless Space, which was, awesome planetary management, obviously beautiful graphics. This time around, they're going to actually have a strange exploration mechanic, a new exploration mechanic, as you can see here, where you're pushing your ships out in ways that you can explore basically like the fog of war that surrounds each of your planets. And last but not least, they're going to actually change the way that you do combat, where you have a little bit more say in how it goes, issuing directions, issuing orders like you see here, and then watching them go down. We're really, really excited about this one. I don't know, it was very tough to decide whether or not this was going to be number 1 or number 2, especially since we really like Amplitude's games. But number 1 will be Stellaris. There's not a doubt in my mind that Stellaris is going to be a big player in the 4X world. Now, they're not necessarily calling it a 4X game, but it has all the tropes of 4X games. And if you really press them a bit, they'll tell you that it's a 4X game. So what we're really excited about is seeing how they handle the exploration mechanics and stuff like that they've not really used before in their Europa Universalis or Crusader Kings games, and then expanding that into what basically will end up being a grand strategy game as you progress. There's no real information on how battles will play out. It looks like they'll be real time with the pause mechanic that they've had with basically all of their games, really. but it doesn't even matter because there's so much good going on here. All the dev diaries that we've been discussing, they just are full of awesome information and awesome stuff that we're really excited to see. So, like I said, it was really difficult to figure out which were the games which of the two we were going to choose to have number one. We're going to go with Stellaris only because I feel like it's changing, or it's trying to do a lot of new things that we just haven't seen before. Now, Endless Space 2 could easily come out and be the better game, but right now Stellaris is probably our number one most anticipated game, with a very close second being Endless Space 2. Let us know what you think. You think that other games should be on our list? We're definitely not, precluding any of the games that are coming out next year from our most anticipated games. In fact, some of the honorable mentions that we can mention are Lord of Rigel, Polaris Sector. We're keeping a close eye on Predestination, and a few other games. And definitely, if there's a Civilization 6, which we hear through the grapevine there very well may be, we'll definitely be watching that like a hawk. And then also Galactic Civilizations 3 has an expansion pack. So these are all good games that we're really excited to see. So let us know what you think. Let us know what your top 5 are, or top 3, or top 22. And we'll talk about it, and hopefully you guys can agree that some of these games are really going to be awesome. So thanks for watching.